I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members for your continued support. Thank you, and consider joining today for added perks and exclusive content. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Red Alert. Really looking forward to this one. This is going to be Red Alert in his Earth mode. I never did pick up the Siege figure that had him in the Cybertronian mode. I did for Sideswipe, but never for Red Alert, so really excited about this one. This is brand new, released in the very near or the very tail end of 2021. This is starting to hit Walgreens stores right now. As of the time of this recording, this was available for a short time from the Hasbro Pulse website. I missed out on it. I literally had it in my cart, and as I was checking out, when I went to check out, I got an error page, and it was told that it was sold out, which is complete BS if you ask me. But I was able to get it from the Walgreens website. Retails for approximately $20, and we can see here Red Alert is packaged in the very common Kingdom style packaging. We got the smaller window right there. We can see Red Alert right inside there, Transformers logo on the side, and we can see artwork of Red Alert both in his Earth vehicle mode and in his robot mode right there. Going around the other side, we've got the Kingdom artwork, and then around the back, we've got product shots of Red Alert, both in his robot and in his vehicle mode, 17 steps of transformation. That's about it for the packaging. Let's get this guy opened up and check it out. And here we have Red Alert out of the package in vehicle mode and showed with everything he comes included. So of course he comes with a nice sheet of instructions as we've become accustomed to with the Kingdom line. Very nicely illustrated, very easy to read, shows us what we can do with all the weapons. And then of course how to transform him from vehicle into robot. One thing that I found interesting and of note with this guy, and you probably saw me kind of fumbling around with the packaging during that opening sequence, was that there was no card. Now, granted, I'm not a big fan of the cards. I really, I don't care one way or the other. I just found it strange that it didn't come with any cards where all the other Kingdom figures come with cards. This one did not. So I found that strange and just noteworthy. Of course, he comes with his weapons. Here is his hand rifle. So you can see what that looks like. Pretty much the same one that came with Sideswipe, but this time in black. Same thing with the missile launcher. Same exact missile launcher that we got with Sideswipe, but this one is in, with Sideswipe, I've lost track because I got a black one and I got a white one, and I don't know which one came with which. But this one came with a black one and a red missile. I will be giving him the white one after this review because Sideswipe and G1 had a white launcher. So that's the one I'm going to be giving him eventually. But there's that. These do separate. So you do have some customability here. Customability? That's a new word that I just made up. Customization that you can do. I guess also an accessory is the light bar here that's at the top of the car. This did come packaged separately, so that's the light bar right there. You can also, you could plug this into Sideswipe if you wanted to. It's a thing that you can do. But yeah, this comes separate. And one thing that it shows you that you can do with this is that you can plug this into the top of his rifle right there. And I guess you got yourself a dumb axe weapon of some sort that I will not be doing at all, ever. I'm just going to leave that plugged in there and use it as a light bar. I should also point out that on my light bar, on the white piece right there, this is all a red translucent piece with the white, with the centerpiece painted in white. And mine does have a scratch, and it was like that in the package when I opened it up. So that is it for the weapons. We'll move all of these off to the side. And here we have Red Alert in his vehicle mode. Earth mode, Lamborghini-ish vehicle. This is pretty much a straight repaint of Sideswipe. The vehicle mode measures approximately 5 inches long. It's about 1.5 inches tall. Rolls really nicely, and just I absolutely love. Again, the Lamborghini Countach was my favorite supercar growing up. So I love anything Lamborghini. Just absolutely love them. And this guy is no exception. He looks fantastic. Done in mostly white. We got that really nice red shield with the Autobot logo, fire department emblem right there in the front. We got some kind of like these metallic teal headlight details right there in the front. Very cool. You got the translucent windows with the details in there. Of course, that light bar we talked about. We got some black details on the car, which I really don't care about. Like this detail in the vents here, I get that. This thing here in the quarter panel, I don't like this. They did the same thing with Sideswipe. That shouldn't be there. But this detail and the vent detail is fine with me. But yeah, I just don't like this black hinge here. I don't know why they didn't just paint that. Again, they did the same thing with Sideswipe, and I just don't get it. Going around the back, you can see some of the robot hinges there, but it's not terribly bad. Not a lot of paint detail back here. We could use maybe some paint or maybe some stickers here for the taillights. Hopefully we'll get that. He did get the back window vents tinted, or not tinted, rather painted, which is neat because it's something that we did not get with Sideswipe. So that's very cool that they did do that. And yeah, that's about it. Not a whole lot of robots showing up underneath there. You got the face right there, but you got half of it covered, so it's not too bad. Again, he rolls really nicely. The wheels are painted silver, so that's also very nice. Yeah, yeah, cool looking Lamborghini again. If you got one, you should probably get the other. Here he is with Earthrise, not Earthrise, with Kingdom. I've lost track. I'm just going to call him Earth Mode. Earth Mode Sideswipe with Earth Mode Kingdom. Red alert. So you can see what the two of them look like together. And again, yeah, it's just one of those. You get one, you got to kind of have the other because they are a pair. They are part of a set of sorts. So it's cool to have them both. Here he is with the Siege Sideswipe. I did not get the Siege Red Alert, so we're going to show him off with the Siege Sideswipe, so you can see kind of that transition from that Cybertronian-ish, Lamborghini-ish vehicle into the Earth Mode vehicle. So you can see what that transition would have been like. And then, of course, we're going to show him off with the G1 Red Alert because that's awesome. And it's that whole transition thing. I absolutely love seeing that transition from the 80s Lamborghini, the Countach LP500 Z, I believe, was the model for this one, into this new. I guess what would this be, a Diablo or Murcielago? I think it's maybe a Diablo. What this is molded after, which is really cool to just kind of see them go from that 80s to that 2000s style Lamborghini. So that's really cool to see that together. Now, transformation for Red Alert, we've seen it pretty much, at least on my channel, we've seen it twice before. We've seen it with both molds of Sideswipe. So it's fun. It's simple, but effective and fun. This is just one of those figures that just works because the transformation is that good. It's really simple. It's really easy. It's really intuitive, but it's also entertaining. It's fun. It's not one of those like dumb, you flip it once or twice and you're done transformations. There is a little bit of work to do here, but it all just makes sense and it just flows and it's just really, really nice. So here he is. I'll move the camera up some. Here is Red Alert in his robot mode, standing at approximately 5 1/4, 5.5 inches tall. And again, this is a straight up repaint of Sideswipe, right? With a new head. Let me see, I believe, yep, that is a new head. So we'll bring him in close so you can see the new head on him. Looking really, really nice. And all the details on him, all the whites and the reds blending really nicely. As far as hollow spots, the same hollow spot that we had in the forearm with Sideswipe, we already knew that was there. Going down into the waist, you got the red waist with a black belt, red legs, gray shins. Lots of room here for stickers, hopefully coming soon. Going all the way around, not a whole lot of hollow spots. Pretty solid little figure, not a whole lot of kibble either. Really, really nicely articulation wise. Head is on a ball joint, back and forth, side to side, up and down, rotation, all that good stuff. Shoulders can go forward and backwards all the way around. They can also go in and out on the pin. Rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow, nothing at the wrist. Rotation at the waist. Legs can go forward that far, back that far, in and out. Rotation at the thigh, bend at the knee, and you've got ankle tilts for days. Very, very nice figure. Again, this is just one of those figures that works, and every time they do a mold on this or a paint on this, it's just a solid, solid figure. Now, let's give him his weapons. So I am going to give him his black weapon that he came with. I kind of wish that I could get a red one, but we'll talk about that here in a moment. Now, he comes with the black launcher and the red missile. Okay, so we'll talk about this in a sec. Normally, you can give it to him as a weapon like that, or of course, we would normally just tab it up here on his shoulder. Now, in G1, not the toy, because the toy did have a black launcher, so depending on what you want to do here, but in G1 cartoon, his shoulder launcher was white. I have a white launcher here, and this one came with one of my Sideswipes. It either came with the Siege or the Earthrise, I don't remember which. My Sideswipe has the non-F weapons kit on him, so I have an extra one of these, and I don't know who he came with. Now, my red missile has a handle, so I don't like that. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to use this red missile on this white launcher like that. And that's going to give me a very cartoon G1 style launcher for him on his shoulder. Really like the way that looks. So that's what I'm going to go with. And I have an extra launcher and a missile here that I will put on somebody's back. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that one. And I don't know that I'm going to get the non-F. I am going to get the non-F sets for him and for Sideswipe for the spoilers. But I'm not sure that I'm going to get the weapons kit for him because I kind of want to differentiate him a little bit from Sideswipe. So we'll bring Sideswipe in one more time. So here's Sideswipe again with the non-F weapon kit, right? So we got that launcher, the black with a white tip and the white gun. I would like him to have a red gun because his G1 toy had a red gun. But I don't know. I really am kind of digging the way this looks, right? So you got the two different launchers for these two guys. So that, they look alike, but there's also some difference, right? The launchers are just a little different. The handguns are just a little different. And I really dig it. I really like those subtle differences between the two of them, that it's not just paint. We do have a couple of other things that are different. And I'm just really digging that for my shelf. So there you go. So you can see what the two of them look like together. Again, let's look at him with Siege right there. So you can see what this is the Siege Sideswipe, obviously. So you can see what the two of them look like together. And then finally, of course, we're going to look at him with the G1 Red Alert right there. So you can see what the two of them look like together, right? So the G1 toy had the black launcher, but he also had the black head. And in the cartoon, he had the white launcher and the red head. So I am not sure what color weapon he would have had in the cartoon. I'm thinking really hard, and I don't know if we ever saw him with a handgun in the cartoon, right? But if we did, I can't imagine they would have colored the gun in red in the cartoon. I have to imagine they would have made his gun either black or gray. And that's kind of why I'm on the fence, because I love the red gun from the G1 toy, right? But this is very obviously going after the cartoon look with the white launcher and the red head now. So I'm on as of right now, I'm really digging the black rifle. Maybe if I saw a red rifle, I would just totally lose it and go with that. I don't know. But yeah, very, very cool. Again, these are from what I understand, this guy is supposed to be exclusive to Walgreens, right? So start looking in your Walgreens stores. They are starting to hit stores. I got mine from the Walgreens website. I just ordered mine directly to my house, about $20, normal price for a deluxe figure. So they're starting to become available. Make sure you jump on it. Again, if you have Sideswipe, you kind of got to have Red Alert, I think. And I think that about does it for the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Red Alert. What do you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I've got a donate button up there, and I also offer channel memberships. If you're inclined to do so, you want to help out the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Please share it with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.